last night on the Golden Bachelorette finale.
I'm gonna let her know how I feel. And I hope that Joan feels the same way that I do. I do love you. I do. I love you. I do love you. I'm crazy about you. Just that I'm crazy about you. Okay. I'm just crazy about you. I'm crazy about you. Crazy about her. There's just no question about that. I'm still in and I'm crazy about her.
Oh.
Have you ever had anybody that's crazy about you?
And you've told me that you're crazy about her.
Mm-hmm. I want Joan to know how committed to her I am.
Think she knows? Yeah.
It's time, everyone. The Golden Bachelorette finale is here, and Joan must make her pick. Will it be a dude named Guy or a guy named Chock? Well, time to tune in live in studio with Jesse Palmer, but now on this recap on YouTube to find out. But before we get into this finale, I'd love to share with you my pick for next year's Golden Bachelor, sponsored by Austin Pets Alive, Xylo. Here's what the people at Austin Pets Alive had to say about him. Xylo is an absolute gentleman and a wonderful companion. Feeling sick? He's right there on the couch with you. Want to get more steps in? He's ready for a walk. Xylo is very loyal to his people and his love knows no bounds. He's ready to find his forever home and someone to give him the same unwavering love that he holds in his heart. Now, senior dogs like Xylo tend to get adopted a lot less than their puppy or younger dog counterparts, but as we've seen all season of the Golden Bachelorette, love, joy, and a tail-wagging good time knows no age. So if you've got a rose to give to a senior bachelor like Xylo, know someone who might, or just want to help senior or other dogs in need of finding a home, head on over to Austin Pets Alive, an organization that promotes and provides the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. I myself have a dog that came from Texas after Hurricane Harvey, so this is a cause near and dear to my heart. A donation button has been added to the video, you should see it next to it or under it. Consider helping in any way you can. So this finale starts off by bringing us back to Joan's cruise ship and the fallout from her breakup with Pascal, where Joan is upset not so much because Pascal broke up with her, but because, so close to the end, all of this is bringing up fears that she's unlovable. So the Bachelor production team goes into red alert mode and says, "We need Nancy, someone get Nancy in there."
Chock, he came back after his mom died? Yeah. Well, I would say that says a lot about how he feels about you. And Guy, from what you told me, was wonderful.
Yeah, Joan, Chock literally came back from leaving for you, and also, Guy is there too. So Nancy tells Joan that all this does is give her more ability to focus on the two men she was probably going to take to the final two anyway. And from here, we move on to our first Meet the Family date, where Joan has brought her children to Bora Bora to say,
"Kids, come meet your new daddy."
And first up is Chock, who's both excited and absolutely terrified to meet the kids because he's known since day one that Joan is all about family. So if these spawn of Joan don't give him the nod of approval, well, that might as well be the end for Chock. As a result, he's thought up the perfect plan to make sure that Joan's family knows he means business.
I did something, and I'm going to do it now, is when we first went up to everybody, I kissed her because I wanted everybody to know
Get
how
it
much
out
I
of the way,
cared for her.
sorry.
You know, how much I cared for it. It was important to me because...
But when Chock gets choked up about his family's reaction to Joan, everyone seems to ease up. And here, everything revolves around 1, honoring John, Joan's late husband and their father, 2, Chock expressing he's in love with Joan and wants to spend his life with her, and 3, the kids relaying that it's just nice to see Joan doing something for herself, and all they want for her is to be happy. So, with these 3 things in concert, there's nothing to go wrong here.
I'm not here to replace your dad in any way, shape, or form. I am not, and it's just, that's not my place. I'm just here to have a great life with your mom, love her, and have adventures, and just enjoy it till the end.
And honestly, Joan wasn't nervous about the kids liking Chock. She was worried that they might be mad that she's finding someone new. She doesn't want them questioning her love for their dad.
You understand how proud your kids are of you for doing this, right?
I don't.
This is,
actually.
well, we couldn't be more proud to be your children.
So with this blessing, both for what Joan is doing and for Chock, Joan's cup is feeling full. Now, normally at this point, we'd then move on to Guy's Meet the Family date. Instead, however, we get into the last chance date with Chock, the final date with these two before the rose ceremony and potential proposal, where Chock has come with a gift for Joan.
Joan, this gift is a symbol of my commitment to you, and I would love for us to take place in New York City. And I want us to do it together.
So this is pretty big, because it's essentially Chock saying he's willing to move further away from Kansas to be closer to her. Now, New York City is still about a 4-hour drive from Rockville, Maryland, where she's from, but hey, it's at least something. Oh, and of course, this also means it's time for Chock to say the line,
I want you to be so happy.
Say the line, Bart.
I'm crazy about you. I want to marry you, and I want to spend my life with you.
However, Joan has said that she won't say I love you back until the very end, so Chock doesn't get the reassurance he might have been hoping for. Now from here, we cut back to the studio where Jesse Palmer points out that there's still a guy left in the game. Literally Guy, and he teases his meet the family date, something we'll never actually get to see as Joan has decided not to prolong things any further. She wants to be with Chock, and so it's time to end things with Guy. And in classic Bachelor breakup fashion, Guy is just excited and happy to meet Joan's family. He's also wearing breakup blue, but his excitement to meet Joan's family here makes me suspect that Guy was maybe already eliminated during that last chance date with Chock. Possibly even during the previous family date too. So they throw in audio of her saying that after her date with Chock, she knows where her heart is, and so she knows what she has to do, with her walking up to Guy's door to initiate the breakup. But I have a feeling that Joan knew much earlier, and that Chock was always the pick, but they edited it this way to make it seem much closer than it actually was. You know, for the drama. But whether or not it was obvious to Joan or obvious to us, it certainly wasn't obvious to Guy.
I care so much about you. My heart belongs to somebody else now.
So yeah, Guy definitely didn't see this one coming. I mean, I never want to judge the way someone processes emotions, but sometimes the final two guys are so stoic or just non-reactive, but yeah, that's not the way Guy is reacting.
I felt so good today.
There's no change in your mind.
I thought we would have been happy together.
Ooh, the classic breakup plea. Been there, hard to watch. So Guy is left to cry in the rain, and we move back into the live studio for a sit down with Guy and Joan, the first time they've seen each other since the breakup. Here Guy asks Joan if there was something missing that led to her not picking him, and Joan says that there wasn't anything missing, it was just a time thing. In another world where they weren't on this show, it might have worked out as they would have had the time to get there, but here she was just further along with Chock. Which means we now just have one man left. Will he follow through on his promise to propose to Joan as he said for a long while now? Will Joan be able to open herself up to another love? Well, the answer to that is yes and yes.
I know I'm in the right place right now. I've only been in love with one person. More than one now.
So these two meet up on a little island for the final rose ceremony, where Chock reassures Joan that this is not a replacement for John.
And we know about John and Kathy. And I give you my word that I'll honor him by loving you every day. That is the most important thing to me.
And Joan, true to her word, waits until the very end to give Chock the validation he had been hoping to hear for weeks now.
I waited till this moment in this amazing location to tell you that I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
And so, with that, it's time to bust out that Neil Lane ring as Chock gets down on one knee and proposes to Joan.
Joan, will you marry me?
Of course I'll marry you.
So Joan and Chock are engaged. Don't know what their couple name is going to be. Is it going to be Jock or Chone? Don't particularly like either of those, but we'll work on it. Chock gets the golden final rose, and he also gets to meet Joan's mom for the first time over the phone.
That's Mary.
Hey, Mary, I'm
Mary, this is Chock.
Good to meet you.
He's my fiance.
Oh!
And of course, Cone here. Coneheads? Are they Joan and Chock fans or Coneheads? No. Okay, we'll still work on it. Joan and Chock get pulled into the studio where they are indeed together, and still seem to be going strong, but after that finasco that was Gary and Teresa, I doubt we'll be rushing into another golden wedding anytime soon. Here, Joan confirms that she was feeling in love with Chock much earlier than when she said it, and they express that they hope their journey inspires others in their golden years to risk finding their own loves, and know that no time is too late to find your person. Now apparently, as Joan and Chock have said in interviews after the show, the two are going to be apartment hunting in New York City by the end of the week, now that they don't have to keep their engagement a secret. But the next year of their journey together is going to be all about figuring life out. Chock still has a business and obligations in Kansas, and Joan still wants to be close to family in Maryland. However, Chock's kids Taylor and Tyler also happen to live on the East Coast, so New York City is the ultimate goal. And there you have it, the end of The Golden Bachelorette. Another season down, and another season is also just on the horizon, as the Bachelor Grant was also in attendance, and we got a big preview with a bit of a juicy dramatic ending, so of course I'll be breaking that down real soon. So here's to hoping these two are truly happy together, and oh, how could I forget? Hakeem and Charles are both in the audience. Two absolute gems, and as this finale ends, I just have one thing to say to them.
Just that I'm crazy about you. I'm just crazy about you. I'm crazy about you. Have you ever had anybody this crazy about you?
So that's it for this recap of the Golden Bachelorette finale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fan Take out.
Say the line, Bart!
I'm crazy about you.
Yeah!